What's up, everyone? Today we have found the leak. So everything started to melt today, and I figured I'd come out and see if there was water pooling in weird spots, if it would be causing the leak to go through, and kind of get an idea where it might be starting from. So I opened the door up, and sure as all heck, more water than ever before. So this is definitely something that's gotten progressively worse. And I mean, there's probably at least an inch. The other side also is starting to get pretty wet. So if you can't tell, there's been water dripping right here. And I don't really know what's behind here, but I am starting to get really worried. Because normally when there's a box like this, we have electronics here. And I don't see any electronics in here, but on the other side, we have the same issue. And I'm really worried now. Hopefully we have electronics away from where water is now free flowing. There is no real power to this vehicle right now, so I'm not worried about something shorting out, but I am worried about corrosion. Now, if you follow where it's gonna be funneled up, look at that, guys. The roof is totally soaked in the corners here. Absolutely soaked. If you follow the water back, we have a leak in our sunroof, which this panoramic window is absolutely beautiful, but I don't know why it all of a sudden started leaking as bad as it has. So we're gonna have to replace the gasket in here. I'm not 100% sure what that's gonna entail. I've never worked on a panoramic sunroof before. I have a feeling we're gonna have to remove the entire thing, and when we do that, we're gonna have to reupholster the Mini Cooper's roof as well. It's gotten really bad, really bad. So this is very unfortunate. I mean, we definitely can't give up on the Mini Cooper by any stretch of the imagination. It's got great bones yet, but we really got to sort out this leak and repair the damages it's caused. Absolute bummer, guys. I didn't expect it to be that bad. So let me go ahead, sop this stuff out, and as best I can. That mat is actually frozen to the ground, or the floor in there. So it's definitely not as bad on this side as it is the other side, but the ceiling is definitely very wet. The water does come down, and I don't know what electronics we have on this side. It looks like the fuse box is over here. Yep. So it doesn't look like that's getting filled with water or anything, but this is very unfortunate, guys. So if whoever guessed that it was the sunroof, you got it right. Like I said, I've never worked on a panoramic sunroof before, but it's definitely funneling along the top of this down, all the way down and in there. So let me go ahead, sop up this water, and start drying this car back out again. And hopefully we can figure out something for the meantime while we wait for be able to get the parts and pieces to try repairing this, because we definitely want to stop this before it does a lot of damage. And I don't have anywhere to store the car in the meantime, so I don't know. It's gonna be something we're gonna have to figure out in a later date, but not cool. That's a lot of water, guys. Like I said, like there's enough to sink like a boat in there. You can play battleships inside the Mini Cooper. So anyways, let me sop this up. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got the water all sopped up on that side. There is still water coming down, but I'm curious to see what happens when we open this up. You can definitely see there was water sitting in there. So see here. Yep, it's going through these little holes here. That's exactly what it's doing. So all we need to repair this is a new seal around it. and then we'll have to replace the headliner, unfortunately. So there's a bit of water on that side. There's a lot of water. Look at that. That's exactly where it's been leaking in. So it goes down that right there, which must be designed to prevent water from leaking in the cabin. I wonder where that goes. That might be clogged up or something. That looks like it goes down probably inside here. And if that's the case, probably looking at something, I don't know. That I couldn't tell you. But that's definitely the culprit. So I ask you guys again that are in the know with these Mini Coopers, if there's supposed to be water getting past this guy, the seal, which I would imagine it's not. And if so, oh no, look at that. You can see the water. There's water right there. So I wonder if it's, I have a feeling tomorrow's project will be dismantling the interior of the Mini Cooper. Not what I was planning on working on, but definitely something we're gonna have to sort out. Now that we know it's leaking from up here, we're gonna try getting the headliner out, and I want to see if everything inside the dashboard's all right. I don't want to dismantle the entire dashboard, but we are gonna have to start digging into the dashboard. Yay. Anyways, guys, that is the explanation of what the heck is going on with the Mini Cooper. We're definitely getting water past this seal right here, and it's definitely kind of like acting as a funnel down through here, down inside this dashboard, and then drops out and then filling up the bottom. Fortunately, we got the rest of the stuff off of it. Other than kind of getting a little bit more of a grip of what's causing the leak to get past everything, I don't know how we're probably gonna just have to disassemble the entire sunroof, which is a real bummer. A real bummer. If we can get a little bit better idea of exactly where the leak is, then we'll be able to do a little more, but we're gonna have to take the liner off, and that's a very complex liner, so there's gonna be a lot of pulling apart of interior components. Sunroofs are nice, but boy do they cause problems down the road. That is for sure. How much water? That's still frozen. So I sopped up all the water that was from today, but bummer, guys. See if she'll start up today. So yeah, we still have quite a bit to work on this Mini Cooper, but the big issue really is we got to get it to stop leaking in here so it doesn't totally get destroyed. Either that or find a place we can store it, which isn't going to happen. So we got to curb this leak. that's what's gonna happen. I was really hoping to put this off until the summer, but what a bummer, guys. At least we know what's causing the leak. I didn't know it was that bad. I know there was a lot of snow on the roof, but unless you guys think there's another reason, because it didn't seem like there was that much water. We're gonna just have to dismantle this and see what the heck is going on. Someone mentioned potentially having a trim need replacement. I was trying to see what he was talking about. I don't know if that's this trim that needs to be replaced. I don't know how to pull that off, but you can see that it is pretty, this trim right here is pretty loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but oh man. So Mini Coopers are cool, but darn if they don't have a lot of complexities for such a small little vehicle. But this one is in such good shape mechanically, other than the fuel system has got gremlins in it. I would hate to not just keep working on it. So we're gonna sort out the leaking. We'll have to maybe order gaskets or something like that when I can, but for now I don't know if I can. I wish I had the stuff they have at like auctions where they could just kind of like tape over the top of this, but I don't have that, so I don't know. I have to figure something out. Here I am rambling on and on and on. So in short, we now know where the leak is, and we'll have to figure out how to remedy that tomorrow. So that's tomorrow's project, and until then, have yourselves a wonderful night, and I guess this is a bonus episode. Hold on. Don't click away. I was wrong. It's not the sunroof, guys. It is not the sunroof. We have blamed the sunroof for the problem. It is not. So behind here, you saw where it was going. There's like a channel here and it was full of water. That is supposed to be that way. It has a drain. The drain wasn't clogged because it wasn't full of water. The problem we were having is up here. Now, someone yesterday said that the trim itself is leaking, and I couldn't figure out what he meant by the trim needed to be replaced, or so you are the winner. I actually went ahead, and it took me a few minutes to pop this open. I looked inside here. This was full of water all through here. So what's happening is water is getting behind here and running the inside of the seal, and the seal is no longer any good on this windshield, and it's compromised the interior of the car. So you do win. I don't know what you won, but you won. You won internet points for knowing the real reason why the car was leaking. It was just in this area right here. Such a small little gap, allowing so much water to get in. So what we'll have to do is replace the windshield, and when they replace the windshield, they'll replace the gasket and everything. And that should solve the problem. Unfortunately, I can't go out and buy a new windshield, and we are going to need to buy a new roof on the inside because the leak has ruined it. Whether we have to buy a new one or maybe we might be able to salvage it, I don't know, but as it stands right now, it's pretty bad. It's really bad, but it might be advantageous to find another one of these. I don't know how common the panoramic roofs are, but it might be advantageous to find a parts car. But we do need to replace the window. It's around $350. It's not something I can swing right now, so we're going to have to find a way of trying to protect it from additional water intruding. Fortunately, the next few days is going to be really nice, but tomorrow we are going to go ahead, start pulling things apart just to make sure that there's no damage to them. And other than that, guys, yeah, now we know. It's not the headliner. That's the word I was looking for. Headliner. It's not the sunroof that's causing the damage. It's right through here. Oh, look at that. There's a little spider. It's almost springtime, guys. So yeah, if you ever encounter a leak where as you open the door, it's dripping through right here and pulling in your wheel wells, or your foot wells, that's it. That's the reason. And when you were saying it was this trim, I couldn't figure out what you're talking about, but it is this actual trim right here that's causing the leak and the overall damage to the car. Not something that any of us did, just might have something to do with the window already being cracked and maybe that caused the like an integral issue in the seal. I don't know, but replacing this windshield should cause the leak to go away. So we'll have to look into that. Something, like I said, can't buy right now, but it would be nice to go ahead and resolve shortly. All right, guys, now it's time to say goodbye. I will see you guys tomorrow.